Pratap, same start.
Welcome to ServiceNow Taxi by Dinesh Kumar Raghu. As we covered last time regarding SLA topic, I'm just opening the incident form. And we saw the how the SLAs are creating currently with the resolution and response both by assigning the user to the assigned to. So we are able to see that. And let's start exploring about the schedules. I just tapped SLA in the left navigation. Okay. So if you observe, I have explained about the start condition, pass condition, and stop condition in the previous session, and we are able to identify what is the name, type, and what is the target resolution and response, when the resolution will trigger and when the response will trigger, and which flow we have to use, and this all we explored. Now we'll come to the when and what days we can trigger the SLS. If you see here, duration type. We will get it depending on the requirement from the customers. We will get a requirement like user specific duration, 2 days, 2 business days by 4 p.m., 3 business days by 4 p.m., breach on due date, end of next business day by 4 p.m. So and so will be there. So we will use the user specific duration. So user specific duration means we can also create a what can I call schedules. If you see here, it's a no schedule. No schedule means automatically it will be like 24/7. Every day, every minute, the SLA will run. And if it is breaching or if it is triggering the conditions, the SLA will trigger and SLA will stop or SLA will pass depending on the conditions. But if I are clicking the SLA definition, here we can create our own SLA durations. We can automatically create our own SLA durations if you see here. And time zone is caller's time zone. For example, I will be in IST time zone, somebody else will be in the US time zone, CST time zone. So different time zones will be there. So it should trigger SLAs also should work depending on the user caller's time zone only. For example, here I am the caller, so it should work on the caller's time zone in the incident form. So that is the reason we should also take care what time zone it should be the caller's time zone or else SLA definition time zone or else CA's location time zone, task location time zone or caller's location time zone. So ours we are dealing with the incident form, right? So we can choose the caller's time zone or SLA definition time zone. If you are choosing the SLA definition time zone, we can define the which specific time zone it should work. Either American Los Angeles or Atlantic Centric. So we can choose the any specific time zone here. No, I don't want to work as I don't want to define the specific time zone to the SLA means it will work on the caller's time zone. Wherever we are attaching which table we are selecting the incident table here. So if with the incident table, caller will be there. So caller's time zone it should work. Now coming to the schedule. I'm just going choosing the um, 8 to 5 days excluding holidays. So we can also create our own SLA. What can I call holiday schedules actually? So if you see here, 8 to 5 days excluding holiday, I just went here. If you want to create new one, you just click on this, click on new button. But as we are already having the existing, so I just showing that. So CMN schedule in the it will open it is referencing to the CMN schedule table, and we should create whatever we want. We just naming we can give the anything. Okay. Time zone we can give the floating. Floating means I mean depending on the time zone we can I mean here a specific time zone it will work. And schedule entries. Schedule entries means when this should work. So Monday to Friday 8 to 5 p.m. So if you see here Monday to Friday 8 to 5 we said, right? So we can give that and show as busy, free, tentative, on call depending on the requirement we can show that what we are going to show. And type is you can ignore. I mean, what the kind of schedule it is going to be: time of appointment, meeting, phone call excluded, on call, time of rejected. So these kind of things will be there. So this is a sample time. Okay, for example, I'm choosing here 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. See this 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. so and so day. Not, it's not all day. If you are keeping all day, right, it will be like no time. If you are removing all day, it will be like time specific. So I'm just refreshing this to show the 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, it is repeating every weekday, Monday to Friday. Okay, it is repeating every week, Monday to Friday. No, Saturday or Sunday. Every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, only 2 days it should run. No, I don't want to run Saturday, Sundays means Monday to Friday. No, it should be every week, 3 times only it should be trigger. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Every Tuesday, Thursday, weekly. If you are choosing weekly, how what all days? For example, Monday, Saturday, which we want, it is not available here. So you can also specific. We can choose that weekly, and we can specify here. No, it should trigger yearly or monthly. So on a day of the month, uh, uh, last day of the month, last week of the month. So you can choose that. Okay. Or no, not monthly, it should be yearly. So you can choose on day of the year floating. Floating means again you can choose until so and so year, every second floating day of Monday, which only March, every March, second week of Monday. So like that, you can choose specific time entries. So schedule means depending on when we should trigger the SLA. For example, if at all I am choosing here 8 to 5 weekdays excluding holidays, that means this SLA will trigger only on the weekdays, depending on our condition, every weekday, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That also Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Later point, it will pass. The SLA will pass. Automatically, this will go to the pass condition, the remaining time. Okay, it won't add the time elapsed percentage, it won't increase here. Okay, next thing. Now we added the time schedule entries and scheduled child entries. So here, for example, even in the weekdays also, we will get holidays. Okay, in the same time entry schedule, here also schedule and here also child schedule is there. In the child schedule, what we can do, okay, the holidays we can entry. Schedule entries, in the schedule entries, you can choose the holidays. See this excluded, type is excluded. When you are choosing the type is excluded means if it is coming, for example, weekly, Monday to Friday, I have chosen, but it should not work. The SLA should pass on holidays. For example, Christmas, 25th is Christmas, but this came on Wednesday like that, you think. On the Christmas day, this should not work. So complete Christmas day, it is holiday for the employees. So what can I call? SLA should not breach. So that should be taken care here. So Christmas day excluded and busy, that day completely busy I am. So I won't be available. It's kind of message it is. So it will come yearly once. The Christmas will come yearly once. And it will run 31st, what can I call? December 2033, 2033. That means the schedule should be available only till 2033, that's 2031. But later point, we can also come and extend the years. You can change years to 2050. No issues. Till 2050, whenever Christmas is coming, it will explode in the SLAs. The concept of schedules means it should exclude or include when SLA should be triggered. That is the concept of the schedule here. Okay, and this is the schedule topic, and time zone I have explained, and schedule source. Schedule source is it specific to the incident field? Only, for example, if I'm seeing here, depending on the here all the date fields will be there. Okay, caused by change. I'm just seeing here, we can choose something. No. Yeah, see this in the affected user, there is a schedule. So we can choose this schedule, affected user schedule. So depending on the field level schedules also we can do. But very rarely this requirement will be there, field level requirement. Why? Because it should work with the timing levels. For example, in the incident form, either caller should be having the time zone and schedules will be provided by the company as per the requirement. For example, some companies will be having the holidays of 10 days only in the yearly, but some companies will be having the 12 days yearly. Okay, so this in the depending on that we can able to do that. Okay, that is one thing. And reset condition. Okay, for example, if it is reaching to now as per our conditions, active is true and priority one, the SLA should be triggered. Resolution SLA should be triggered and it should be passed when it is on hold. But from on hold to when it is moving to the in progress, that means we have to give condition like state changes from on hold. Okay, changes from on hold. When it is moving from on hold to some other state, after on hold, it will move to the in progress only. That means so state changes from on hold and state changes to in progress. So when this is happening, we'll reset the SLA. That means whatever SLA, whatever it has run, right, it will reset. It will become zero and it will start freshly. That means it will reset the SLA. To reset the SLA to the incident form, as we are using the incident table, so we should use the reset conditions. Okay. No, reset action, cancel existing task SLA, create a new one. It kind of that. Okay, in the stop and in the pass condition also, pass condition we have when to resume. When to resume means when pass conditions are not met. That means reverse condition. We are adding the pass conditions here. When opposite of this is happening, it should be resume. That means when it is not on hold and on hold reason is not a awaiting caller, then it should be resume. That means again it should start. The SLA should start. And when to cancel the SLA? When this conditions are not meeting, we should cancel the SLA. That means start conditions are not met. Okay, and retroactive pass means retroactive start means it will check the set the start date. For example, if you see here, all the date related fields are available. So if you see here, SLA start time will be retroactive to an earlier time, such as the task created data. Okay, when the task is created, when we are providing this created date, it's that means when the incident is creating only this, it should start. This should start. Okay, retroactive pass means SLA calculation will include pass time accumulate between the retroactive start time and current time. So when the set start date, here if I am giving the updated, always it will check the updated. But if you are giving the created date, it will always check the created date. And retroactive pass means when we are giving the pass condition, it will check the time between created date and when we have passed that time. It will check that and it will provide it in the SLA elapsed time. It will provide here. I hope this is clear. And practice more team, very important topic. By today, it is SLA topic is covered. We are able to cover the schedules, time zone, schedule source, and duration. Sorry, I forgot to mention the duration. Duration means at what time we should use a specific duration means at what time it should trigger. I mean, like if I am providing the no schedule here, if you see here, no schedule. So now it should trigger at 8 o'clock. So we can mention the time. So SLA will be there for 8 hours. See this priority one resolution is 6 hours. So this breach condition, if it is reaching, if I'm mentioning here 6 hours, if at all it is completed, this SLA is created and 6 hours is completed, that means here the percentage will be calculated as elapsed. So if you see here, business elapsed time is 5 hours, 23 hours. If it is reaching 6 hours, it is 8 hours one. If it is reaching 8 hours, it will elapse. Okay, so this is the one we have to remember here. Uh, duration column is like when it should elapse, when it should complete the SLA, how much time this SLA should wait. It's kind of that duration is. You can choose for the SLA definition also, you can choose for the incident field also. We have to mention the duration. Why? Because 6 hours SLAs might be there, 4 hours SLAs might be there, high priority one, 1 hour SLAs also might be there. So depending on the conditions, we have to choose the duration. So with this, we are able to complete the SLA topic. And please feel free to reach to me through the LinkedIn or YouTube by messaging to me. I will answer for your questions. Thank you so much. And please subscribe my channel, ServiceNow Taxi by Dinesh Kumar Ago. Goodbye. We'll meet up in the next call.